Do you want a car like this, or like this, or even become a femboy? Well, I've got you. Here's a tutorial on how to make your own custom cars. So first things first, I know you want to make your own custom cars. Now you can always go to libraries actually for your designs, and you create vinyl groups, and then this will actually allow you to make your own designs, as there's multiple ways to do this, but this right here is the way I would recommend. So I would make a vinyl group, or apply vinyl. I would take a vinyl and I would just put it on the car. So you can go to your vinyls, right here, this is the base car I'm using. You go here, you load a vinyl group, and then these are all customized vinyls I have are downloaded, but you can also download a vinyl from online, so you can search. So most people, once again, they max out your layers so you can have a bunch of vinyls to go through. But once again, people go through here and they'll have anime characters, which most people want on here, and then you can search it, and bam, there's anime characters, and you can just design your car like that. Or if you want to put words on it, you would apply vinyl shape, and you don't have to get these custom images. You can just go to fonts here and you'll be able to put words on your car. So I'm just going to put my channel name on here, and yeah, there you go. But these are all the basics. Hopefully you know this. Now you may want to find specific images so you can create a car, because I remember, I'm not saving that. I remember, okay, let me, like, no, nobody was trying to redesign an entire new car for this, but like I said, if you want to go to your designs and actually find a vinyl, apply a vinyl shape, and then you can search for a vinyl. You don't have to only do keywords. What you can do is actually get a description or something, and then you can type something in, and it'll likely have that figure up there, or car design for it. So if I want Tomoko from Watamote, you can just search her up on here, and then there'll be some libraries right here where you can put it on the car. There you go. Then you can edit her. Okay, yeah. You can edit her any way you want, all of that. Now, sometimes it may not be perfect. Sometimes, you just may not have what you want, but a lot of times you also have to like go through, you know, a bunch of BS to find whatever creator or character you want. So I'm gonna enter another character. So for example, high school DxD, you can search it up, search it, but there's no results. However, what you can do instead is you can search a specific character, Rias. Typically, there you go. You have a bunch of images. All right, man. You'll have a bunch of images of Rias Grimmery, and you can put them on your car or with that whatever you want to do. So these are just ways to find custom images for your car. Now, this is the base way to do it without like having to do a bunch of the work yourself. You can just look up ways to put on anime Vano decals on your car. And once again, if you don't want to come up with the process of creating an entire design, you can just go back and once again find a new design, takes a minute to load, and just plop one on your car. Anyways, when you go to design to paint, there's also another way. You can just make the drawings yourself actually. I believe what people do, so you can apply Venom shapes, and then I believe what people do is they take these shapes and they edit them and stretch them and make multiple colors with them. So like if you want to make the color of skin, you can just take a good color palette, plop it on here, and try to edit the square or whatever circle you want as well as possible. I believe they go to create vinyl groups and they do this. So they apply vinyl shape, do it like this, get your color. You can stretch it around, scale it, whatever. And then this takes like a good minute, right? It's going to take like a good minute. You're basically drawing it yourself in like something that's harder to draw. I wish there was like a better editor, especially for PC players, because like, okay, I could see why it's not on console, but for PC, I should be able to like draw or whatever I want. But yeah, but you can also just pay someone to make one for you, and you'll have like a very cool library vinyl. And the reason I recommend those two methods is because there's another method I'm going to tell you, but I looked it up and I think you can get banned for using it, but I'm just gonna tell you anyway. But I'm gonna come with fair warning that I don't know if I'd recommend it. But yeah, I used it before, but then that was before I knew you could actually like get banned for it, and the rest are just stuff I downloaded. But anyway, I'm gonna pop out of this part of the car or this part of the section, and then I'm gonna tell you what exactly to be looking for if I can just go drive my Range Rover right. So next method here is you can always use Forza Paint. So this is the easiest, most simple way. I'm not going to update Forza Paint right now, but there is a new update. But this is the easiest, most simple way. So what you do is you just add an image, any image. So let's say I want this image of Yoko Littner. You can just add an image right here, and then you can import, choose the quality. God damn it. Okay. You can import an image and then choose the quality. So right here is balance slash good quality speed, but you can do anything depending on how fast you want it done and how detailed you want it done. But if you have a better PC than me, then you can go ahead and go to the lower options. But yeah, you can do that. You can generate with the current settings and it'll give you a log and a runtime, and then you can import it to the game. And what you have to do is once the JSON is generated, you can import it into the game, and then let me take a minute to get into the game here actually. Okay, so once you get into the game, what you would want to do is you would want to go to your car, go to your designs and paints. I believe it was create Veno groups, and okay, not create, but my Veno groups. But you would first create the Veno groups, and then you would create the base, which is how many ever many layers, how many layers you need for it. So for the third option, you need like 1,800 layers, but they say you need 4 more to go and do it. So 1,804 layers. So that's how you do it. And then what you would do is you would load this up, load it, and then you need to ungroup everything. So ungroup all your layers, and then once you ungroup your layers, what you would do is you would simply just import the JSON. It's a really simple process. I don't even think I would need to show you that. And yeah, that's it. And then you'll have the library made. And here's how one of them looks like. The Yoko one I already did before I knew you could get banned for it. So I likely won't be doing this anymore because I spent too much money on buying this like $70 game. So I'm not even going to risk doing that. So yeah, I'm like that. That's the fastest part. I don't know if you for sure can get banned, but I'm not gonna risk it. That's why I say I would. Yeah, that's why I would say I would maybe try just downloading ones already made from the catalog, or getting someone to paint one for you, because you can make like pretty detailed, realistic ones, and then going from there. Out of so there's good parts and there's downsides to everyone. So for the regular one where you're just finding any library, applying designs and decals, yeah, you can always go get a Venal shape, just look one up and get one. But sometimes there's just like you may have a really niche character you want, or you can have a logo or brand you want. If you're having a popular logo or brand, then it should be no problem for you. Like you if you like want to put JJ fucking K on your car, then you should have no problem finding some shit with JJK. I don't even know why you're here. If you have like a niche character, let's just say I don't know, I don't know who's too niche. Maybe Noir from Hyperdimension Neptunia. She may not be there, right? And like that's the problem with just like trying to search up something that other people already made. It may not be there. So like, look, this is what you get for Noir, but you don't get the Hyperdimension Neptunia one. So that's the problem with just searching and seeing if other people have the design. Now you could also just go ahead and make the design yourself. Like I said, you would have to go into, once again, create vinyl groups, and then you would just create your own design. But this takes the most time and it's a skill curve. Maybe talk to someone who does it, or one of the library creators, because there's like plenty on Twitter and stuff, and then you can ask how they make it. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe they'll give you tips for free, or maybe there's a YouTube tutorial too. Just say, I don't want to spend my money, so I'm just going to take a YouTube tutorial, learn how to do it myself, because I don't want to waste the $70 or $100 I spent on this game and get banned, or uh, not be able to find the character I want. So maybe you can ask them. And then the last option, of course, is actually paying someone to make the vinyl for you, which, like, once again, that solves the other two issues, but you know, you got to spend even more money on that. So, like I said, there's downsides and good sides to each one of the methods I just talked about here. So, it's up to you to really decide what you want to do. I'm just giving you the facts. Personally, I'm just gonna stick to downloading new designs. You can find new designs and like everything that I like. Well, not everything that I like will have it on it, but you know, there's cool enough designs here. Let's take everything I said into account and you know think about the risk and reward and make a decision on what you want to do for your car. Is it really worth it or not? Thank you for watching. Bye.